Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Wasting no time. Corral going to the air. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So this game here in London, the first of 5 games in the NFL International Series for 2022. We'll see the Giants and Packers here next week. Broncos and Jags at Wembley at the end of the month. The Seahawks and the Bucs, that'll be in November in Munich, Germany. First time a game's been held there. And then we wrap up down in Mexico City, November 21st. Cardinals and Niners from Estadio Azteca. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. They're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Corral. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Corral looking to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins being chased out left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Corral here working from the gun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Kamara running right. Andrew Booth making the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Corral. He's got the hook up here, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out. And now to have that opportunity. No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. 1st down. Here's Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Cousins. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Cousins now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw is Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins drops this underneath for Chandler. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Corral. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, but you don't want to look at all on the rookie quarterback. He's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They'll get this to Nwangu. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. Kamara. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory. Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A first down throw for Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kentavious Street. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy mark.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Throwing here, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
Granted, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout.